Welcome back to another episode of FHS Season Tickets, and today we got a really special episode. We're going to be talking about the Fairview Advantage and how this applies really to just the season tickets as a whole, what we do here, and how we really just try and incorporate that in everything we do.
Yeah, so the Fairview Advantage has 9 main stages. I'll put it on the screen right now for you guys so you can see the 9 things. We're going to be discussing how each of the 9 elements do kind of reflect FHS season tickets and show what we do. So we're going to start off with create. Christian, how does create have anything to do with FHS season tickets?
See, Mike here, along with someone else, they who was on the show but no longer is on it, they officially created FHS season tickets. I think it was on here before, but it wasn't like...
Yeah, it wasn't as good as it was the first 2 years weren't as good as it is this year.
Yeah, just like Christian was mentioning, Michael did come up with the show. He did it with Max Lodgeman a couple of years, but he did come up with it freshman year. Then this year we really upped our game. He recruited me on the show. I've really gotten really involved with it. I like to just we made it our own thing really, and it's just been really fun. Just create, talk about sports. It was awesome. Now
Now we're going to go into the serve one, and I feel like we kind of serve because we talk about a lot of Fairview sports. We brought on people from other Fairview sports teams, so we're kind of serving the community by promoting Fairview athletics, and also you can show off like what we do to like other people, like look at what people in Fairview are doing. So I guess that's how we would serve the community of Fairview. And now reflect. How would you guys say the FHS season tickets reflects Fairview?
I just think that we're very, we just let Fairview just very innovative. You can see what's been going on in the room that we actually record in, the new library. I don't know what they call it now. I think it's
the Innovation Center.
Is it the Innovation Center? Yeah. It just reflects how we're trying to be very progressive. You can see it with the freshmen that use doing base camp. It's a very progressive approach. You never think that you could do a sports broadcasting talk show in school, and it's just like a really good opportunity. It really reflects on what these teachers, what the people in the community, what the students really are trying to do here at Fairview.
The next one is going to be lead, and I feel like we kind of set an example for some of the other people in the class because we work very hard on our shows and we're always committed. I'm coming in a lot of my study halls to help edit the show because I just love making the videos, and I feel like that if we work hard, we can make our product the top of the line that it could be, and we're able to grind out more videos than we would if I was just spending time editing during this period, which would take time from other people creating products. And I feel like our lead in the class, showing that we work really hard, we're dedicated to what we're doing, is a good example for some of the younger students or students who haven't taken classes like this before. They can see what we're doing and then kind of getting inspired by us working so hard and creating a great product.
No, yeah, for sure. It's really awesome to start this off, really. Mike started before me. I'm joining in kind of the midway point, and it's actually very interesting. There's actually younger kids wanting to get involved with this. We have middle schooler interested in joining, actually is going to be shadowing us. So it's just awesome that we can lead the example for the community and trying to make this thing an actual thing. It's really awesome.
I think you guys nailed it right in the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of middle schoolers shadowing, I'm thinking about maybe producing a better episode of how we make every episode of FHS Season Tickets, because last year I made an episode and a lot of things have changed, and we're doing a lot of new stuff this year, and we also have a brand new room in the back that we use with new backdrops, so maybe we will show off how we make every single episode once again. Hopefully it'll be a lot better than the video that we made last year, even though last year's video was a really cool video. And now we are going to talk about solve problems. What do you guys think? How does FHS season tickets solve problems?
Again, I just think that we try to open the door for people that think a different way, who instead of being just really just study books as awesome, but people that want to go further, maybe want to be a sports broadcaster one day, maybe just want to be just a creative, really creative in their field. I think that just we solve the problem of how kids learn, and it's just a new way to do things, and we're just working with it, and we're going places. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a new way to do things, and it's not like your typical in the textbook,
Yeah.
solving problems like that. You're just talking
Mm-hmm.
and like talking about whatever and just
Yeah, opening doors for sure.
yeah, and it's actually kind of fun. This is
Mhm.
like my first time ever talking in front of a camera or anything. It's
Right.
kind of hard, but then again, it is actually kind of fun because it expands your knowledge and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing this totally helps you in public speaking, and it also gets you ready to just be a better speaker overall. I had a lot of issues my freshman year. They had some issues junior year, not as long as I had my freshman year. They were saying a bunch of times, which
First
really annoyed
episode.
me. The first episode, it was a lot of uhs that I had to cut out, and I had to leave a lot of them in as well. So that was something that we had to do. We had to overcome some problems. We had to overcome some problems with the stereo system and the computers. So those are just some other ways that we've been solving problems. And it's not all easy. Like, we go through a lot of difficulty trying to make the episodes, and
Yeah.
it's more difficult than you think. And
Yeah, so
especially
many problems with technology and stuff. It's not always 100% accuracy rate. That's another thing that happens. Yeah, for sure. But I think you guys done with that topic.
yeah.
Yeah, now we're going to go into one of the biggest things that really just of the Fairview Advantage that reflects here at Fhs Season Tickets, communication. We, of course, want to communicate everything that goes on in the sports world, everything that goes on in Fairview High School, dealing with athletics, sports, and we should communicate it to you guys through YouTube. It's just a really good platform that we do here. Really, it's a really just great reflecting of just the Fairview Advantage, how we utilize that, and how we communicate to you guys. You guys have anything to say more about that?
I don't know. I like what Mike said. It helps you improve
Yeah.
speaking in front of a lot of people, and that's a hard trait to
Yeah.
improve on.
Yeah, and also I feel like we need to do maybe a little bit better job expanding this to the students, let every single student in the school know what we do and what we're doing here at FHS Season Tickets. But the next thing we're going to be talking about is collaborate, and we've actually had a couple guests joining FHS Season Tickets, and this has been very difficult to get people to join because obviously most of the people that we're asking have very busy schedules, and it's difficult to even contact them. Like, you can tweet at them, but the odds of them seeing that tweet and then responding are pretty low. So I've definitely had some difficulty in communicating with some other people and being able to collaborate with some people. We had a great guest in Barrett Silly and also another one in Cole Kubelik, and we're hoping to have some more. We're going to have another person on the show later this week in Bill Wilson. Andre Knott is probably going to be coming onto the show after the Indians end, and we also have so many more guests that we want to get on the show. But this has been something that has been a struggle. A lot of people don't have their Twitter DMs open, so kind of creates some problems with trying to get some people onto the show. I mean, you can obviously tweet at them, but direct messaging is a lot easier, and also emailing. So
Yeah.
collaboration has been difficult. We also had to figure out how to get all the Fairview students
Yeah,
that
that's
play
another
sports
thing that we
onto the
did
show.
tried to do. We love to collaborate, obviously, with those big names, those big people that have already made it, like we were trying to. But the biggest thing, the most important foundation of FHS Season Tickets is definitely getting those Fairview people on the show, covering the Fairview sports. That's really why we're here, and we should try to get with all the programs, all the captains of their programs, and we did a pretty good job this year. What about you, Christian? You got anything to say?
Yeah, I think it's hard to collaborate with everyone and bring them in because all the time schedules are all so different
Commitments,
and
for sure.
complex. But I think Mike here does a good job of bringing everyone in, and yeah, that's all I have to say.
And the second to last thing we are going to be talking about is the investigate. And I feel like I did a lot of this my freshman year. I had to kind of investigate how sports shows work and that. And could you guys talk about what you guys have done this year, investigating?
Yeah,
about
I
the
mean,
show?
just basically the bare bones of just watching the sports, watching all those college football games that you previewed, watching the NFL games, even though it could be rough if you live in Cleveland, especially for me. Watching just the sports, also talking to the people that we collaborated with. We look on the Twitter every day to see what the scores were if we didn't already know them by hand, if we didn't go to the events. So just watching is the main thing for sports, just analyzing it and formulating your own opinions and standing strong. That's how we investigate, really. You got anything else to say, guys?
The way we investigate is we watch the film and we watch the game and we watch the high school games and we propose questions towards the athletes about it, how it is, and all that stuff.
Yeah, and also I feel like it's a lot different than just watching a sports show as just a viewer, like you're just here to enjoy the
you're
show.
definitely trying to analyze.
And also now we're doing this, we're trying to look at like how they present the show, what graphics they're using, the language that they're using.
Every time I watch SportsCenter, it's way different ever since I've started the show. I've tried to like look at what they do differently, what we could do differently on it. I definitely do a lot with First Take. I really like to just model the show after ESPN First Take. You know, it's been really pretty successful so far.
Yeah.
Your obsession was First Take.
Yeah, I love First
I actually
Take.
think of it like that too.
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm a big FS1 guy. I like
Fox
speak
Sports,
for yourself.
No.
Speak for Yourself is fantastic.
I like
The Herd with Colin Coward.
I like Colin Coward.
Yeah,
Yeah, I also watch Outkick the Show with Clay Travis, so that's kind of more
I always think
in my neck of the woods.
I always think
Outkick coverage. It's like an all online thing, which is pretty cool because we're doing something online too. It's not like TV, so it's kind of up our alley, but also it's different because it's a mostly Periscope show and just live things. But the final thing we are going to be talking about is innovation, and I'll let you guys start off this point.
Yeah, it's just everything we do here. We try to come up with new progressive ways to do stuff. We really try to be the innovators of innovation, and it's just we are in the innovation center. We really try to embody that in everything we do, and I think it's been really working out so far. We've come up with just the small things you've noticed. We have a new cameraman. We have a new table in here. You saw.
Should we get the cameraman to join the show for a
No,
second?
no. If he wants to.
Okay.
Well, you'll see that in how we produce.
Yeah, how we
FHS
produce the
Season
show.
Tickets.
Yeah, we'll keep it on the DL right now.
No, that's gonna be an Easter egg that you guys will just have to find out. But anyways, we
maybe we'll leak it on our Twitter account.
Yeah, You'll just notice how we innovate. You can notice how we innovated since the beginning. If you go back and watch our previous episodes, our setting changed for like the first 5 episodes about 3 times, and we just tried to be the best that we could be.
Our
and
first 4 episodes were all at different locations.
Yeah, so we really just tried to just be the best we could be, and we really think that we did achieve that, and we're still working towards getting more ideas. So we're definitely exemplifying, definitely demonstrating innovation through FHS Season Tickets.
Yeah, we're being extremely creative. I don't know if Mike's had this on FHS Season Tickets before, but we're actually having like an intro into the show with like a nice beat.
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome. And
that's something to look forward to for you guys.
Yeah, probably next week we'll have that, or on the Friday show this week. So yeah, like you mentioned, the intro, that should be really exciting.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we also have been adding some beats in the background, which makes the audio sound a lot better. Like when you're just seeing our camera, instead of just hearing like my voice, you're also like faintly hearing a beat. And I think that makes the show like that much better to listen to. You're kind of more involved.
Interesting, just grabs your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are all 9 points that how the Fairview Advantage ties into FHS Season Tickets. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more FHS Season Ticket videos. If you're wondering why I'm wearing all orange and looking ridiculous,
I was wondering the same thing when I walked into school. Don't worry.
It's because it's Neon Day, everybody, so settle down. I don't walk out in public like wearing orange shirt, orange pants, so just had to throw that out there before we wrap up this episode.